Yeah, so I've been thinking a lot about it. I had one theory about what happens after we die and all that shit and what life is and all that, but then after some careful consideration and evaluations, I've come to new conclusions. And these seem more likely. So before I thought, I'd like to believe that you die and you just get, this chair is extremely rocky. I'm just saying. Yeah, so you die and then you unlock the dream world and do whatever you want to do. And many people like Alan Watts have said this, and I come to these conclusions before I heard him saying it, all those people and all that. And but I come to a new conclusion because I'd be having these not just dreams but waking dreams lately, where I'd just be laying there kind of high at my weed and tired. I'd just be laying there and eyes closed, and then I'll be doing something. Like one night I was laying in my bed and all of a sudden I was on the computer on Google, just going through Google search looking for something like thing to do, and all of a sudden I realized I was on my bed laying there. But I didn't fall asleep or nothing. I was still awake the whole time. I was just my conscience went somewhere else. So our conscience travels. Like when you fall asleep, it's always awake. When you fall asleep, don't fall asleep. Our body falls asleep, but our conscious thought that keeps going on in the dream world. We just keep going on and on and on. We're always awake. And like, what is the real reality? Is this the real reality, or is in a dream? It's like the dream time is different. So like we live full days and whatever, and a dream and don't know it. We just remember one part. And in a dream, we don't know it's a dream. We think that's a real world. We go about doing our thing. We don't ask no questions. We don't even know this world exists when we're in a dream. This world doesn't exist to us when we're in a dream. This world might exist as a dream memory. We wake up, hey, I had a crazy dream. We have no idea that was actual life. And I had one dream where I was in a corner store. I went to a corner store. I went to bed. I was listening to City in Color, Adele's Green Period. A bunch of the songs by him. I like a CD I made, and I felt asleep listening to it. And in a dream, I went into a store with my friend, a corner store. And this is a dream that it felt real, like everything was switched around. It was like in real life. But I went in the convenience store and I hear City in Color playing. I'm like, hey, this is Dallas Green. I love Dallas Green. That was City Color, whatever I said. But yeah, and then we're doing our thing. That song ends, and then another Dallas Green song goes on. I'm like, holy shit, they must be playing a Dallas Green album. I had no idea that was actually the music I was hearing. I had played in my real world. I was hearing it in the dream over the speakers in the convenience store. So it's like every time that happened, like what if things that we hear in this world, things that happen in this world, like sounds we hear, whatever, is music that we hear in the convenience store is actually what we listen to in another world, like outside of this world or something like that. So do our minds ever really end? Like when we fall asleep, our body shuts down and goes boom. We don't shut down, our conscious just keeps going on things. So that probably happens when we die too. Our mind goes somewhere else, just like it does in a dream. We're just in another, and you have to think multiple dimension, parallel universes. If that exists, maybe that's what we're seeing in the dreams. Like some dreams seem like they're just dreams, like crazy shit, like you're flying around as a superhero, crazy suit. I did that, awesome suit, yellow black suit. My friend was black and blue, flying past all the skyscrapers and all that. I did another one where I was in the back of a mall parking lot being eaten by a tiger, and people just standing there watching it. And another one where I got an altercation with a soldier or something, right in front of the tank, he knocks me down, then he comes around the corner with the RBG and boom, fires it at me. And that had to be a dream because ain't no one that stupid to fire RBG that close to somebody, point blank. And as he was firing, I closed my eyes like, please be something, please be something, please be something. And then I opened my eyes and I was floating through space, but I didn't have a body, I was just in space. So, so yeah, I was floating through space, I was just part of space. And I just, space all around me, that's all it was. And so, but that was just a dream. And I had another dream where I got an altercation with a guy, and I remember I had a gun, and I guess he had a gun, and I fired some shots, and it was empty or something, and then I was like, I panicked. I was like, oh, sorry, and I back up, then I fall down, and then he comes in the room, and boom, and the dream ends, so I guess he shot me. I was thinking that would felt real, so that might have, if it was very vivid, that might have been a memory from another world where maybe I experienced ultimate dimension me dying in that moment or something while I was sleeping, or was a memory from a past life or something. but it felt real. Some feel real, some feel like they're just dreams. So I don't know, but either way, mine keeps going. So that probably happens endlessly. Our minds are always alive, just living and going on. And so the dreams of death is probably the exact same thing that happens in life. It's probably the same thing too. It's just another dream that we're probably living another reality through many realities that we have going on at one time. Like every night we fall asleep, we fall into doctors and boom, these worlds erupt and we in a body walking on that world. It feels physical, it feels real. We don't question it, we don't ask, hey, we don't question our memories, nothing. So we might be living all these lives at one time, just our consciousness is spread all through these things. You know, many people talk about that. So it's like we never die. You die and you're just all of a sudden somewhere else in another body, like an ultimate dimension. The closest one to you, you probably go to that and you wouldn't even know. You wouldn't notice that you went to another, that you died just now and you're in another dimension and another you. Because it would be so close, you'd be having the same thoughts and all that shit. You wouldn't. You just unified. You'd be unified. I guess you wouldn't be separated. You wouldn't realize it. And maybe sometimes, like I was doing the Holding Out for a Hero or Bonnie Tyler recently, and I did one song and I did a line about, you know, like somebody's watching me, and it's like something happened. Like I was to me for when I said somebody's watching me, because all of a sudden it went in my hand right there, and that was to me like it was like something overtook me. So maybe that was another me that came into my brain, joined me when they died or something, and maybe we alternate when we do things that we don't know. Like when people go on motor sprees or something, they can't remember it, or maybe someone overtook the body, another them, for another that joined them or something, or a demon that got inside the body or something. Yeah. So that's what I was talking about. So yeah. So that we never end. It just goes on. But then what happens when the body gets old? Like we just going on until we get through a life or something, and then we get older, we just restart again, become a baby again, and start a new life, and just live the same life over again until we get it all right. Because you know, we all make mistakes in our life. We all make those mistakes we wish we didn't make and all that stuff. So maybe we keep redoing it until we get through it without making those mistakes. But yeah, so maybe that's, you know, maybe time the baby comes out, it's falling its eyes out, maybe just experience some beauty of the size were coming out that it just died somewhere and it was reborn. So, and subconsciously knows that it just went through this horrible thing or something. But yeah, so I'm thinking that really ends. I think we just go on over and over again, and dreams, some of them are weird. Like some of them tell me that, I think some of them, I don't know, some of them ones, like a new fan, I posted an ad about trying to find something, and one person added me, and I had a dream that night before I knew they added me. That's where I went on the site and I checked out my ad, and it was at the top of the page. I'm like, why is my ad at the top of the page? That's weird. Other people not post anything. Then I see at the top of it a disclaimer saying that I have to delete my post because they don't follow the community standards or whatever. And I took that as a warning, like something bad is going to come on that post. And only one thing came from that post, and I think the universe has been planting things to stop it from happening, to everything to grow from it. What are we talking about this? I don't know. But yeah, to the point where I meet her, she's wearing glasses. I have a thing for glasses, and then I forget that she's wearing glasses. I think that the universe made me forget. Why was I talking about this? Oh yeah, because the dream. I had a dream that warned me, and was that just random dream, or was it actually the universe warning me, myself, my subconscious, maybe from another life I lived or something, or another me from another parallel universe or something? But yeah, so death is nothing to fear, because I don't think that it's like a dream. We shut our body down, we don't stop existing. We go into nothingness. But there's something there. We have these worlds we go into. There's always a world that we're in, that we're always going into. And you know, some people don't think they dream, and I'm sure they do. They just don't remember none of it. It's just, let's make this is some kind of dream right now. And like I said, it just appears as a dream in another parallel universe. Just endless, just ward after ward. So that might just be what it is. Just would actually die. There was a thing on that show American Gods too, where the girl was on a chair and she went to reach something and she fell and died, but she didn't experience that. She reached, got the thing, she got down, and then the guy came that welcomed people into the underwater. I forget his awesome ass name always, but yeah, he told Shoulder the thing. She's like, yeah, you actually died there, but you don't know you died. You just kept going on. And what if that's what's happened to us when you die? Like you go through some boot, or maybe your consciousness disconnects and you just go like Autobot mode, and you don't even know you died. You don't experience the death. You just go somewhere else, and you have no idea that it even happened because you didn't consciously travel to another world before as it was about to happen. That's that brutal thing was about to happen or something. And it's not really you in that moment, it's just an imprint of you. So yeah. So there's nothing to fear, no reason to fear death. You don't really die. You die and then all of a sudden you're somewhere else still living, still going on. Someone walks up, bam! And then all of a sudden you walk with your friend, hey man, just smoke some weed, man. You have no idea, you just got shot dead in another war. This is a beat I made. What sound I'm doing? That's the voice. I got all time straight up. Yeah, so I think that's really it. Is there anything else to say about it? I'm sure there is. I forget tons of shit all the time. I got memory issues, okay? So you can take for a second to shut it down. I better be recording this. So yeah. Let's see, yeah. Maybe we just like when our bodies start being a human, like we go through that life, won't die, we don't start over as a new baby, we just maybe become other species like bugs and animals and stuff, and they experience life from there. And there's a thing I watched the whole Alien Blue Book thing where they do an interview with him, and everything that Alien was saying, it's not real. Everything he was saying was just unreal, true, and just felt real. Like you need to watch that. Like it's 4 parts or something to it. But yeah, and why did I bring this up? Yeah, I can't remember now. Okay, to be continued. No, I take a minute to try to remember. Down your thing. It was the dreams and stuff and death and what did you say about that stuff? Yeah, explain how the Big Bang and what all happens and all that shit, and that we never end and all this stuff, and it's just about maybe we just keep going through. I don't know if this was said, but I don't know why I bring it all that up. But yeah, maybe we just gotta. Yeah, I'm just gonna say repeat stuff. That's just a process of school, maybe that we gotta get through and learn, and maybe life is just. I said that too in the previous video that. Life just might be a school where we're just here to learn and evolve and know ourselves and learn what the world is and trees and ground and all that stuff is, so that we know that stuff in our own dream worlds. We can make the dream worlds. I mean, that's all we are. Where minds just create stuff like in the thing with the show and the movie and stuff where they're in space and stuff, not quite to the galaxy, the one with Star Fox or whatever his name is and stuff, and with Batista guy playing that big tree guy, and Guardians of the Galaxy 2, where his father is a mind and it creates the world and it creates the planet and creates everything on it and stuff, and yeah, I can't believe that's what we do. We are minds. That's what we are. We are not a mind inside of a body inside this world. This world exists inside of our minds, not the other way around. Minds don't exist inside this world. We are minds. That's what we are. Our soul, it's mind, whatever. It's all things. So I think we just endlessly create worlds. And we go into it and then we experience it. It's like virtual reality. We're like creating our own video games constantly. We're like our own video game developers always just bat, VR, VR, and AI. Like I've been having things with AI where like you close your eyes and all of a sudden you see this awesome image of some cartoon character that don't exist that you've never seen before, something like that. Like I think we have AI capabilities, conscious-wise. Like we can create, we know enough that we can. And I think that's part of the school that we got to learn all the stuff, trees and different trees and stuff, so that we can AI create stuff that our words just we don't have to create it, fine tune it. We just create this world and make it look like this, and boom, we got it. AI created type thing, and shit like that. I think that's enough. I don't know. I'm stopped. Okay. Finish your up. Was it recording? Yeah.